It's 16:55 on the 3rd of August, and I'm presently updating the scenario circumstances with regard to the human rights abuses that I've been experiencing since 2016 that culminate as treason against my royal family and my royal bloodline in Tralee, County Kerry. Now, there's a very serious issue of the spiritual violence, bodily integrity damages, the medical negligence, the harassment of human rights that are being conducted by practitioners in this community that are trespassing on my property, that are unlawfully withholding my child from me, and that are committing offences against the state. Now, as I've mentioned in this documentary, there have been individuals disrespecting the legislation that my purpose initiated. So the individuals that have been negotiating and discussing and monopolising this situation have been overstepping all boundaries, limits and circumstances that would be in any way conceivably within their remit, that are now officially contemptuous for them to continue exacerbating any further offences that they have been already doing. So the issue of individuals in my proximity that have been damaging bodily integrity, that have been treasonous, it's as simple as that. My royal bloodline, Quinlan O'Sullivan, O'Regan O'Higgins, and my McElligott property, my royal patronage, all being very seriously disrespected in my home country in Ireland due to individuals of identity theft. Now, I have a royal title, I have a purpose, I'm a sacred light worker, spiritual sentient being, I'm a professional educator, and the guards and the government still, as of yet, since 2017, have still not addressed the liabilities in society. So I'm just raising this concern for the issues that are prevalent for any United Nations agency, any humanitarian agency, with regard to women and children being disrespected due to hate crime. Now, hate crime is an offence against the state, I keep reiterating that, and there are individuals that have altered their identity, their professions, their positions in society. They have still intruded upon me. I'm living in a one-bedroom apartment. My land in Ardfert in Kilflynn from my ancestors and my marriage is being trespassed upon. Now, there are other issues of creative and intellectual theft that are also of very serious matters that aren't within the remit of offenders to be discussing in any guise. So there is a matter that is quite dangerous, quite serious when it involves treason and spiritual violence. So, as I've mentioned in all my uploads, my humanitarian work has positively affected home and abroad, and my obligations have been fulfilled, but the individuals of the reputable country that is Ireland have not addressed this issue at all. Now, there's been false reporting, there's been fraudulence, and as a royal, this is quite unacceptable. So I'm experiencing denigration, displacement intentions of guilty culprits that are trying to avoid their offences since 2006, which involve rape, which involve revenge porn, and which involve defamation of character. So those of poor business practices and poor monetary gains from my purpose and my work are not welcome to my property or royal patronage. So I hope the Government of Ireland is aware of the legislation and the Human Rights Declaration and the Constitution of the country, and I'd appreciate the government fulfilling its obligations, and that royal patronage of my bloodline and my royal title are not for negotiation by people with poor practices and spiritual violence against my family.